Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Utah Utes. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So Duke's offense comes on the field first today. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year, and I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build-up of the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. And if you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
The Blue Devils lining up here on 1st and 10. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He'll toss it to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're going to run it. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down.
Get set.
It's an option look. It's a quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backers.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Trying for a 4th down completion. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made down inside the 20. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down. And the drive keeps going.
Chris, here on 4th down, I thought they might be a little bit more conservative, but give them credit. They take a shot downfield and hit it for the 1st down and much, much more.
And the Blue Devils looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. The big boys up front being mobile, moving around, and the running back trying to get behind them to find yards. It's exactly what he did there.
Defense expecting to run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. This offense comes out immediately, gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Utah Utes offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk. But what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And the Utes hustle to the line to run the hurry out. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On third down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Utes bring their punt team onto the field. So on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. This will be fair caught at the 30. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Trying the old counter play here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Utes. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Back in motion now. Has the first down, still on the move. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run the option. The Blue Devils are looking to keep this drive going.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Breaking free at the 35. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Chris, hindsight obviously is 20/20, but after a really successful run on the previous play, maybe they should have gone back to the well for another run instead of this pass.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Quarterback drops back. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Pitch to the back. Great move in the open field. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Utah offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Receiver makes the catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. The Utes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. It's a shotgun run call. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense in hurry-up mode. They'll try to run for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And the back now goes in motion. We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here's the option play. And the quarterback keeps it here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And the Blue Devils churn out another first down. First down and 10 now.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Can they convert on 3rd down to keep this drive rolling?
Get set, get set. Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Lion.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. The ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Across the 40. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up. Boy,
defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Off the play fake on first down. It's a short completion to the tight end. Good enough for first down yardage. The Utes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Coming up, second down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab in the end zone. Down Utah. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. They'll try the option play here. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll give it to the back.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Pitch play to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past the 10. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. Crucial third down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's picked for a third time tonight. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Utes. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. An inside give now from the shotgun. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Takes the handoff again. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, trying to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. Here's a first down, not wasting any time after that conversion on 4th. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at midfield. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Ball handed off. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. And the Blue Devils will have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. A quick throw out left, complete. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
The Blue Devils are in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. This will be a 39-yard attempt. The field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Going with the old counter run here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint. Regardless the score, And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
And the Blue Devils will kick it off to begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Utah offense takes the field. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And the Utes will come to the line to run the hurry up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Shotgun formation here on third down. He's moving. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48. And the Utes pick up enough yardage for a first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Dump off caught by the running back. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Looking to chuck it again. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. 7th play of the drive coming up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. The Utes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Washington. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. The Utes will look to convert here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Off play action. He's looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Blue Devils offense heads back out into the field now. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the game will pick up the first down, tackled at the 22. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They're going to run the option. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Second down after that previous play. Here's the handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
And the Utes offense takes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And the Utes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught near the goal line. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And the Utes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Utah. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive now, coming up from the 29. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. And it's Utah in the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. Gets into space at the 50. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
In the clear at the 25. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. The Blue Devils hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That's an important score. We got a one-possession game now, Kurt, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit, just a field goal.
So they decide to run it in on the 2-point conversion, and it turns out to be the right call. Put 2 up on the board.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Utah offense takes the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. The offense going with the hurry up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Can he make it to the marker? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Utes line up on 1st and 10 now. QB decides to keep it here. That one moves the ball across the 40. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The tight end has got it. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. The Utes will crank up the tempo.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. In this drive, they converted twice on 3rd down. They need 6 yards here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And moves the ball to the 35. Another first down. No huddle now for the offense.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. This defense just cannot get off the field. Long march, moves on.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Getting set. Here's second down. And he's got it again. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, they try to run it here on second down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion? The clock will stop. Or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side, suddenly, Kirk, their season is over. But it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this